Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another weekly edition of Timeout Talks, which is brought to you by Chase and Thrills Custom T-shirts and accessories, and is sponsored by the Ice Shaker, and also sponsored by Make It Mac. You guys can buy your custom Timeout Talks apparel via www.chaseandthrills.com, and do not forget to purchase your Ice Shakers at www.iceshaker.com. We're back. Bruins are rolling, Ben. We've got the Celtics starting tomorrow. We've got NBA live tonight. Not the video game, but the NBA is live back tonight. It's not preseason, it's regular season. We've got the Lakers, Bucks on tune tonight. I believe Warriors are also playing. I forget that other fourth team, but there's two games going on tonight. Very, very
Warriors,
exciting. Warriors, Suns. There we go. We got the Suns. Celtics, Knicks tomorrow. But I figured... Obviously, we're going to go NFL heavy, but I just, it's wrong to not give the Bruins some type of credit right now. They're 5-0, Ben, just coming off a very tough West Coast stretch. What's your thoughts on the Bruins right now, Ben? I mean, I know 2 weeks ago or a week ago we were talking about they could maybe win a playoff game and win a playoff series. It's just funny. Every time we have low expectations, the Bruins knock it out of the park.
Yeah, I love it, Josh. We're looking sort of a more transitional year. Obviously, as I mentioned, some of these youngsters I got to get more used to. Poitras. I think I finally got it right. He's a nice little 2-goal game for him, starting his young career. So it's been good to see the young guys going, Josh. They've been playing to what we've been expecting them to, and we've been winning. It's a nice little cherry on top. So it's early, like you mentioned, 5-0, but it's very early. But really good signs on the West Coast. Usually those West Coast trips trip us up a little, so it's good to get the first one off the bat on a good start. So I'm excited about the bees, Josh. But let's, as I said, we got to, as we both said before the show, we got to hold it back a little. We all know what we did last year. We all know what regular season we had. So. Let's see how we progress throughout the season a little further, Josh. But it's a great start so far, and hopefully the Celtics can kick off to a little 5-0 start too.
Oh,
maybe let's get 10-0 for the Celtics, Josh.
That would be amazing. I mean, if they could just double that hey, that'd be all we could have. Just quickly updating some of that titles for our podcast. Running a little behind on that, but yeah. Bruins 5-0, as you mentioned. Marchand, Pasternak doing a great job of filling in. Not filling in, but kind of, becoming this new image of the Bruins because Patrice Bergeron's gone. You don't have Tuukka Rask anymore. I know it's been years out since he's been there, but again, just a lot of upside, a lot of excitement. Linus Ullmark holding it down in the net. Jeremy Swayman as well. It seems like that 1-2 punch is something that we can feel good about as Bruins fans. Hopefully in the playoffs, not preseason, excuse me, they can hold it down in net. But other than that, the Bruins are off to a hot start. Celtics tomorrow. And your New England Patriots. We're just gonna hop right into it. Your New England Patriots with a huge upset over Jared's Bills. I mean, who saw that coming? Because I did not see that coming, Ben.
Yeah, but been kind of quiet from Jared. Jared, I don't know where he is. We gotta hear from Jared. Said you gotta, when you talk the talk, you gotta walk the walk. I gotta hear from him soon. I wasn't expecting that. Just getting to a couple of comments. 2 shout out to Zach's Red Wings. I won't let that go unnoticed. Zach, early undefeated NHL team. We gotta get it for Zach. We got to give Zach's credit to his Detroit teams when it's due. So shout out to the Red Wings. I don't know how undefeated they're going to be. A very young team, I think younger than us. So let's see that one. Shout out to Rob. Rob's in here early. Love seeing Rob in here early with the Bruins game. It's useless with the Pats talk, Rob. Me and Rob were yelling at the Pats last week, and now look what happens. But we got to ask. We got to ask him about this, Josh. Josh, what's going on with this Bears Texans bet? I want to get to that before we get to anything. So it's an interesting one. I saw the other one, Rob. I saw the other comment, but let's get to this Bears Texans one.
So last night, let me just say this. Last night, The boys wanted me on Xbox. It was a tough night. I had the World Series going on, huge implications in that Rangers game. Want to give that a quick little shout out there too. Shout out to the Texas Rangers. I cannot stand the trash throws. I'm glad they got eliminated. Had to throw the trash throw reference in there. But yeah, so Rob and Zach are a little upset I wasn't able to make it on. I was watching the Monday Night Football game, World Series. I'm sorry. I got a little excited, having conversations with my cousin.
Yeah.
Aside from that, the Texans Bears is an interesting bet because Rob's looking like he can run away. The Texans, CJ Stroud looking great. Rob chose the worst team in the NFC. Rob chose the worst team in the NFC, worst team in the AFC, and said, let's just do a random funny bet. Whoever's team goes further. The last team in the AFC, Rob said he wanted the Texans. I claim the Bears for this bet. It's not looking good. I mean, when you have Tyler Badgett out there, even though he won a game, might as well roll him out there again.
Josh, come on.
But when you've got Tyler Badgett out there, it's going to come to a crashing halt this weekend. Quick little surprise preview there. But yeah, it was just a weird bet. Rob looked at both the last place teams and was like, hey, which team is going to go further? Let's just do a funny bet. Whoever's team goes further out of the two last place teams of last year wins the bet. We haven't officially set a bet, but it's going to be something silly. I don't know. But Rob's looking good. I'll give Rob that. I will definitely tip the cap to Rob and CJ Stroud and those Texans because they're looking pretty good right now. But Bears are killing. Bears are killing me.
Don't sleep on the Bears, Josh. That's going to be an even one. I think the Texans eventually come back down to earth a little. So you never know. The Bears look good, even with whatever his name is, Sajin or whatever. He looked all right. They got the win over there. Badger, whatever his name is. I already forgot. I want Justin Fields back for fantasy, but the Bears look good out there. I got the dubs, so I made all positives with the Bears so far, but and with the Patriots, all positives. Get back to that. We got to give them their due. We've been yelling at them the past couple of weeks, but and you got to give back his due, Josh. I want to get to that one. Most importantly, hey, I didn't think he was going to lead that game-winning drive. 2 minutes left. 2:19 left. We got the 2-minute warning, a couple timeouts. He had everything in his arsenal, but I didn't think they were going to march down the field like that. Ramondre having that huge catch. And Max just seemed poised, calm. Got that strike to Gesicki. And I was impressed from the Pats. I obviously didn't expect that, and I didn't know they wanted to do that. I thought we were tanking. I thought we were tanking for Caleb or Drake May. But we never know. So that's why you played the game, Josh. You got to get out there. Bills are a little worried now. I don't know about these Bills. These Bills kind of concern me now a little. Some holes are glaring right there. Shout out to the Texans, Rob. Yeah, there we go. But I think for the Patriots, just, hey, this gives you a little more hope. I don't know how much more hope it gives you, but this is just always nice to beat a division rival. I know that feeling. So it's always pretty good to get that win, especially over the Bills with the last season sweep, I believe, or was something like that. So I'm excited for the Patriots. Good job, guys. But Josh, I think the main concern is the Bills. I don't know what's going on with Jared's Bills.
I don't know. You look at Josh Allen, he's the first person I'm going to mention, and I'm very glad you pivoted it to that. Before we do that, I just want to, before we dive too much into the Bills and my aspects here, great win for the Pats. Jabril Peppers, Gesicki, as you mentioned, that, hey, we called out Mac Jones a couple weeks ago, if not last week, and said, hey, when is he going to finally get over that hump? When's he going to lead the troops down and win just prove that the game is on his back, he can handle it and win. And he did that against a great divisional opponent in the Bills. Big win for the Patriots. Gives them some momentum. You got another tough game. Historical, everything speaks to this is a very bad matchup for the Patriots in Miami. But hey, guess what? You just beat the Bills at home. You got some momentum rolling. Let's see how they do moving forward. With that being said, for the Patriots, no problems. You won the game. You Mac Jones, you proved yourself. You proved to the Patriots fans you can kind of hold the helm for a little bit. I think Tyler made a very good point. We were watching the game on Sunday. I think, honestly, that kind of secures his... I feel like he's secured the number one guy, or at least will be the starter for the Patriots for the rest of the season. They just waived Cunningham as well. It's aren't that good right now. They lost to the Jags, who are a good team, but still, that should be a winnable game for them. And then they lost to the Jets. So they still have a decent schedule coming up forward here. They still got the Dolphins again. Still got those Jets and Patriots again, who are already up 1-0. They got the Bengals coming up. So they've got a lot on their plate. They're gonna fight to the end to win that to potentially win that division. They're going to fight to the end to claim a playoff spot. I'm not saying pound the alarm in that sense. But Ben, when you switched it over to the Bills, I'm pounding the alarm in the sense of, are they legit contenders for the Super Bowl? I look at the Chiefs, not many hiccups. You look at the Ravens. I mean, they've done what they had to do. Steelers as well have won a couple big games. I know you want to pump the brakes, but something's wrong in Buffalo, and I'm going to make this bold take right now. This is it for Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. This is the last season. I know Jared and Bills Mafia doesn't want to hear it coming from the Cowboys guy, but it's true. It's coming to an end. You can see the frustration growing with Stephon Diggs. Is Gabe Davis at number 2? Like, the defense has so many holes. They lost Matt Milano, Tre'Davious White. It's an uphill battle, and I don't see the Bills being able to get through that uphill battle. I think that they're a playoff win and done at best. That Patriots win for them, it was just not a good win. I was texting Jared saying, or not a good loss for them. And I was texting Jared saying, championship teams, this is what they do. They come back at the end. They win games. Something's wrong with the Bills. James was right a couple weeks ago when he was pounding that alarm, Ben.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Good points about Mac. I think Mac bought him another year. Bought himself another. I don't want to just give everyone. I've been saying that, obviously, I don't know his contract and whatnot. I got to look at that a little closer, but I don't think that one game bought him another year. But I've been willing to give him another chance after this. He's got no weapons, got no offensive line. So you really can't blame the guy. You really can't blame the guy. You saw what he can do against the Bills, a team like the Bills. You see him have some moments throughout the whole season. He played well against the Raiders. So, I think, you go get a Mac like a Marvin Harrison Jr., another offensive lineman to protect him. So I think Mac's been solid, and that was just sort of the nice little at the cherry on top. But, this is just the best game going forward for the Bills, just to prove his case, say, hey, I'm here. I'm here to stay. So I like Mac as the quarterback going forward with these guys. I know everyone wants to say whatever Caleb or Drake may, but both those guys just lost some pretty key college games and didn't look the best. So, maybe pump the brakes with those guys being the next comings. Maybe just stick with what you got and just build around there. So, with the Bills, Josh, I don't know. This is, as you mentioned, Ravens looking good. As much as I hate to say it, but Lamar looking pretty tough to stop. So, I know you slipped the Steelers in there. I don't know if we're up there, but we could be a little sneaky. But I think overall for the Bills, this puts them below the Chiefs in the Ravens class. I think they gotta figure out something pretty fast, Josh, because it's not looking too good. But I don't know what that hot take. That's pretty hot trying to disband Allen and Diggs already. So I don't know about that one. I might sit on that one, but. They got to sound the alarm pretty soon.
I think they're going to split, Ben. You saw what happened in Minnesota. He wasn't happy there towards the end. They can't get over this hump, and we've seen Stephon Diggs go through those issues before the season started. We knew about all that stuff, and it's trending in that direction. I'm telling you right now, my bold hot take: the Bills make the playoffs, they'll be okay, but he's not going to be a Buffalo Bill by the end after this season is over. It's a wild take, but I think it's going to come true, and I think people are going to be like, holy crap, Josh was right. Something's got to change. They have to shake things up a little bit. Maybe they go out, they draft a younger type of receiver, because I like Gabe Davis, but he's fringe number 2. I mean, really, Cody made a great point. He's touchdown dependent, I feel like. And Stephon Diggs is not a happy camper. Trust me, he's one of those guys who's stubborn. He wants the ball, and he wants to win, and Josh Allen missed him a couple times. He made a couple drops. They haven't been on the right page. I know he scores a touchdown. Trust me, I knew he scored a touchdown because I had a parlay. But aside from that, it's panic time in Buffalo, man. You're 4-3. You've got a sneaky interesting matchup against the Bucks. Then you got the Bengals. You could be hovering around 500 in these next 2 weeks. They need to come out this week and show that they're the Buffalo Bills who played against the Miami Dolphins a few weeks back.
Yeah, I mean, hey, I totally forgot about the Dolphins too. Showed some nice life against the Eagles. Obviously, that first half, nice defensive touchdown from those guys. It was close. It was close. Eagles kind of blew it open a little late, but I totally forgot about the Dolphins too. Yeah, I mean, they're not even the Dolphins class, I don't think. I know the Bills obviously killed them and whatnot, but I'm willing to go out there and say I just like the Dolphins a lot more right now. I think the Bills just had their number. I think the Dolphins just got to figure that out on their own. They got more talent. They got the ability to beat them. They're just going to go out on the field and do it. So for the Bills, yeah, it's going to be a huge game for them. Maybe sort of get back game, get back on track. Uh, so I'm excited. I'm excited for what's going down the line. But Bills, Jaron, that's we need a big bounce back game against whoever they're playing this week. Josh, I forget who they're playing. But
Bucks Thursday night in Buffalo.
Bucks Thursday night, that's what it was. I knew it was a weird game. It's my James Cook. Let's go James Cook. But yeah, this is a game to get back right, get back on the right track. Bucks obviously struggling pretty bad right now. Tough loss to the Falcons. Falcons aren't the best offensive team, and they were moving on the Bucks pretty well. So I think Josh Allen and them can get right in this one, get back on track. Because I don't really see how else they're going to do it, Josh. Schedule doesn't get any easier. Uh, yeah, everyone else is kind of already starting to get into form, so they got to pick it up quick, or they might get left behind.
100%. And that division's a tough one with the Dolphins standing right there. I mean, even though they suffered a tough loss against the Eagles, they're still sitting right there. We are going to give you our picks, and we're having some issues technically, so we might not go along with the full show. So we're going to give you guys our picks. I just wanted to quickly say that since the move, there's been some. We're going through a technical difficulty thing. So I know the stream's been picking up and dropping. We're just going to give you these 3 picks, and then we will also post all of our stuff, the sleepers, upsets, locks, all that stuff for you guys to see. But I'll try and go as quickly as we can here. Cowboys back from the bye week, playing the Rams, who the Steelers beat last week in a tough one. And this game has frustration written all over me. Yeah, Ben does not want to give them. And Ben, I think
it wasn't a fourth. He didn't convert that. Josh. I'm just gonna say it right now. Wow. We get this out of the way. We got the stream's good right now. He didn't convert that 4th and 1. We don't need to lie. We don't need to. I'm gonna take it every day. I'm gonna take that every day. 7 out of 7, whatever, 24, whatever phrase you want to throw out there. I'm going to take it every single day. But listen, I'm not going to lie. We didn't get that first down, Josh. I don't know what kind of play call that was. I don't know. We didn't get that before on the push tush. Only one team can do it. Kenny's great and everything, but we didn't get that one. I'll take that one, obviously. But, hey, I mean, we shut down Cooper Kupp, which I was very excited about. Let Puka eat. But I was pretty surprised. I was pretty impressed with the defensive performance. Obviously, I thought the secondary, specifically the secondary. So I want to shout them out on that. I want to give everybody the props. Najee finally woke up. Najee finally decided to join the season. Jalen Warren doing his thing as always. Kenny making plays, but solid win, huge win. He didn't get that 4th one. He didn't get it, Josh. I'm sorry.
Ben doesn't want to give his team credit. But yeah, we've got the Rams in Dallas this week, off a bye week. Quickly, Dallas is going to win. I'm going to say 27-20. They're going to get it done. Maybe 27-17. I like the Rams. They're a tough team. They're a tough, they're borderline going to be wild card in there. They're going to give teams fits in that division. A very good division too. But I like Dallas at home, fresh legs, Dak Prescott and company. I think they know that this is kind of a must win. You want to go 5-2. Like I said, they're fresh off that bye week. I'll roll with that. I think the defense is going to be pretty good. As long as they can contain Kupp, contain the running game, make Matt Stafford throw the ball a lot, I think they should be okay. I'm going to say Dallas wins 27-20 in a close one.
Easy win for Dallas. I don't think it's going to be too close. I got the Cowboys win this one. think Dak figured out a little against the Chargers, obviously a little closer at the end than everyone was hoping for. But it's
Coaching.
just how Dallas rolls, always close games. But I think
Coaching.
they
That's
win
right.
this one, comfortably by 10. Yeah, it's coaching. Yeah, coaching. Yeah, definitely a little Mike McCarthy spice on there. But I can
Shit.
see them winning 24-14. 24-14 on that one. I got the Cowboys. I was thinking about putting it as a lock, but I'm feeling pretty confident in this one, Josh. So I got the Cowboys over the Rams. And I wanted to get back to that earlier, more from Zach commenting on the Saints. No, don't put Winston in. We're fine. You guys are fine. Ride it out with Carr. So he wants to fire everybody else. I don't know. I don't really know the whole coaching situations. I don't know if it's another Matt Canada situation over there, but uh, yeah, some of the offensive play calling was strange against the Jags. Didn't really get some of that stuff. Seemed like Kamara was getting too many checkdowns. So I wanted to just put that in there for Zach. So shout out to Zach in that one.
I agree. I yeah, I think Dallas is going to win this one too as well. Yeah, I don't know. 10 points. I'm pretty sure Ben said the 10 points. I Here
Yeah,
we
I said
go.
10 points.
Moving on here, we've got the Steelers Jags. I'm going to make this short and sweet here. The Steelers are my upset of the week, and they're going to
Oh,
win this game. I thought that was a very. I'm opposite of Ben here. I thought they did what they had. Kenny and company did what they had to do against the Rams. Tough opponent. I'm pretty sure it was that on the road as well.
yeah,
That was in LA. I
yeah.
mean, I know, yeah, the fan. It's not like, but that's kind of where I think this is going to be, an advantage for the Steelers. They're playing at home. I like the Jags, and I know in recent history they kind of own the Steelers, but I like the Steelers in this one at home. Their defense has just been doing everything to keep them in games. I'm going to say the Steelers win this one. And like Cody says, always pound the under. It's going to be a low scoring game. I'm going to say 17-14, 17-16. It's going to be so close. The Steelers are going to hold on. TJ Watt's going to have a nice sack. Alex Highsmith's going to also get on the stat sheet as well. And I'm going to give it to a little old foe there. Maybe Patrick Peterson gets on the board there with an interception towards the end of the game. But I like the Steelers in that one.
Yeah,
Upset
I'm
of the
gonna
week.
have to go with Marianne on this one too. I'm going with the Jags. I'm gonna keep picking against them. I like what I'm doing with that one. Uh, listen, I mean, Trevor Lawrence looked really elite last week against the Saints. Tough game for them against a very tough defense, like what I saw from the Jags. Travis Etienne running all over the place. That's gonna be scary. Christian Kirk probably gonna have his day against us in the secondary. I'm not gonna start him in fantasy just for that. But I don't know. I'm scared of these wide receivers. Zay Jones, obviously. Obviously Ridley as well. So I'm going to take the Jags, Josh. I'm going to take the Jags. Tough, gritty game, but I think the quarterback play is just a little too much for us with Trevor Lawrence. I don't know if we're going to be able to contain Lawrence like we did Stafford. I know it's at home, but also I don't want to pick the Steelers every time I pick them. But I think the Jags just a little too much on the offensive side right now for us to contend with. So I'm going Jags. Jags, 21-17.